he's one of the worst.
The VPD did not mince words in 2019.
I don't think there's anything worse that can be out there.
A year ago, Surrey RCMP also warned the public about Brian Abrosimo after his release from prison. The child sex offender's 10-year long-term supervision order suspended in August after the 62-year-old tried to start a relationship with a woman living in a shelter attached to his halfway house, giving her a letter with a poem expressing his love for her after he'd been advised to cease contact. A recent parole board decision states Abrosimo downplayed his actions and blamed staff. Still, his suspension was cancelled and his special condition to report relationships modified to include any attempts to initiate contact.
This is a failure of our justice system as far as I'm concerned. He was convicted of a horrific crime, and people that are committing crimes like that do not belong in our community.
Just wondering if you're aware of the 11-year-old girl that was assaulted yesterday?
Police launched a manhunt in August 2004 after Abrosimo drove his van into two girls riding their bikes in Langley. The 11-year-old kidnapped and driven to a vacant lot in Surrey, her mouth and eyes taped shut before she was sexually assaulted. The girl managed to escape to a house nearby.
She had a piece of rope, was not rope, plastic around her neck.
A month before the girl was attacked, Abrosimo sexually assaulted a sex trade worker in the same empty lot. He was sentenced to 18 years for sexual assault, kidnapping, unlawful confinement, assault with a weapon, sexual assault with a weapon, and forcible confinement. Since returning to prison, the parole board said Abrosimo has continued to minimize the seriousness of his behavior. It also appears you cannot see the similarity of these circumstances to those under which you offended. These behaviors are likely a consequence of the challenges of your brain injury, which it heard requires continued treatment and rehabilitation.
We don't have the right kind of housing to support offenders like this, and it sets offenders up to fail, and it also puts the community at risk.
Abrosimo has been accepted at another halfway house in Surrey. The parole board satisfied his risk can be managed effectively. Kristen Robinson, Global News.